American Pickers Mike Wolfe's business in trouble. American Pickers star Mike Wolfe's business is in trouble. This comes amid the declining ratings for the History Channel series. He owns an antique store in Nashville, Tennessee, and Le Claire, Iowa. One of them has been hit with a complaint through the Better Business Bureau. The BBB is a nonprofit organization that rates businesses on their performance and reliability. It also has an online platform that helps consumers to reach a resolution with a place of business. Mike was recently hit with major complaints from irate customers. Read on to learn more and to check out the complaint for yourself. Mike Wolfe's store in trouble. Per The Sun, American Pickers Mike Wolfe's Nashville-based store received a complaint. The customer filed it through the Better Business Bureau in January 2022. They made a purchase on the antique site's website. Then they received an email stating that another customer purchased the same item. One of Mike's representatives for the store responded to the complaint on the BBB website. They provided details on the transaction and the refund. They claimed there was a technical problem at the time of purchase. Both customers seemingly put the same item in their online shopping carts around the same time and ended up purchasing the same item, which caused confusion. A representative associated with the American Pickers host store explained the customer reached out to them via email for a full refund. They found that it was a technical glitch. The company shared the timestamps to prove that it was offered to the first customer at the listed price. American Pickers stars antique stores hit with bad reviews. This isn't the first time that the American Pickers star has received a less than stellar review. Both of his antique stores have been hit with bad reviews. The contents of the shop itself were a bit touristy, too much for my taste. The selection of antiquities that were for sale were large pieces and not normal antiques that you would find in an average antique shop. One customer wrote, "It's little more than a gift shop for reality TV junkies. Wish I hadn't wasted my time. So if you still watch this show and just have to see the store or want an overpriced t-shirt, then you should enjoy it," another patron added. The ever-growing complaints amid the declining ratings for American Pickers. The show returned on July 9 after it went on break in March 2022. The ratings for that episode only had 833,000 viewers. The January 8, 2022 episode had 1,011,000 viewers. Since then, American Pickers dropped to under 1 million followers. Fans haven't been happy with the show since they want the original host Frank Fritz back. Mike Wolfe, the face of American Pickers, has long been a symbol of success in the world of treasure hunting and antique dealing. For years, the show has entertained audiences with its unique blend of nostalgia, history, and Mike's knack for finding hidden gems buried in forgotten corners of America. However, recent rumblings suggest that Wolfe's once flourishing business may be in trouble. The charismatic picker who could once turn rust into riches is facing challenges that even his sharp eye for value might not be able to overcome. At the heart of the speculations surrounding Mike Wolfe's business difficulties are changing times. When American Pickers first aired in 2010, it was a fresh concept. Viewers were captivated by the duo of Mike Wolfe and his former partner Frank Fritz as they scoured barns, basements, and attics for vintage items, telling the stories of the people and places they visited. Over a decade later, the antique market has evolved, and Wolfe's business might be struggling to adapt. One key factor has been the rise of online platforms. Back in the day, Mike and Frank would negotiate directly with owners, haggle over prices, and load up their van with their finds. But now, websites like eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and even Instagram have created a digital marketplace for vintage items, giving sellers more power to research the true value of their belongings before selling. Mike's trademark skill of getting a deal on items that people didn't realize were valuable has become harder to pull off. Additionally, the vintage and antique market itself has seen a shift. Younger generations, particularly millennials and Gen Z, tend to value experiences over possessions. And when they do purchase, they often opt for minimalist or sustainable options, rather than cluttering their homes with rustic or industrial pieces. The rustic, weathered look that American pickers championed is starting to fall out of favor, with cleaner, more modern aesthetics gaining popularity. This means that the very items that Mike has built his empire on may not be as desirable to the next wave of collectors. Compounding these issues is the personal shakeup within the American Pickers team. Frank Fritz, who had been a staple of the show alongside Mike for years, left the show under less than ideal circumstances. His departure wasn't just a loss in terms of on-screen chemistry. It also symbolized deeper fractures within the brand. Fans had come to love the banter between Mike and Frank, and the team's camaraderie was a big part of the show's appeal. With Frank gone, many longtime viewers felt that the heart of American Pickers had been torn out, and ratings reflected that sentiment. But the problems didn't end with Frank's exit. There have been rumors of tension within Mike Wolfe's circle. Reports suggest that the once close bond between Wolfe and his crew may be under strain. Some speculate that the pressures of maintaining a successful television show, running his stores, and keeping up with the ever-changing antique market have taken a toll on the man who used to make treasure hunting look easy. After years of balancing the demands of fame, fortune, and his personal passions, cracks in the foundation of Wolfe's business are starting to show. Adding to the intrigue, Wolfe has been expanding his empire in different directions. His antique archaeology stores, located in LeClaire, Iowa, and Nashville, Tennessee, are tourist destinations, but they rely heavily on the American Pickers brand to draw in customers. As the show's ratings dip, foot traffic in his stores may also see a decline. Wolfe has tried to keep his business diversified, investing in real estate and promoting various side projects, but none of these ventures seem to have reached the success of his flagship show. Moreover, the global economic landscape has made things harder for small businesses, even ones with a recognizable name like antique archaeology. The pandemic affected foot traffic and retail sales, especially in niche markets like antiques. With people tightening their belts, items like vintage signs, classic toys, or old motorcycles might not be high on their priority list. Amidst all of this, Wolfe remains an optimist. He's always been a visionary, seeing the potential in what others consider junk, and that's what made him and the show such a success in the first place. He's spoken openly in interviews about his love for history, craftsmanship, and storytelling, and he's clearly passionate about preserving the past. But even visionaries need to evolve with the times, and it's unclear whether Wolfe's brand of storytelling and treasure hunting can continue to captivate a modern audience. There's also the question of how much longer Mike himself will want to keep going. After all, Wolfe has been at this for a long time. He's been picking since he was a kid, and American Pickers has been on the air for over a decade. The business of antiques is not just physically demanding. It requires constant travel, negotiation, and the ability to identify trends before they happen. As Wolfe gets older, the grind may start to wear him down. Still, Mike Wolfe is nothing if not resilient. His entire career has been built on finding value in places others overlook. He's navigated changes in the market before, and while the challenges facing his business are significant, it's possible that he'll find a way to pivot. Perhaps he'll lean into the nostalgia of American Pickers, marketing the show and his stores to longtime fans who still appreciate the charm of vintage Americana. Maybe he'll go even deeper into the history of items, focusing more on the stories behind them, rather than just their aesthetic or monetary value. What's certain is that Mike Wolfe won't go down without a fight. He's a hustler, a businessman, and above all, a storyteller. His business may be in trouble, but if there's anyone who can find a diamond in the rough, it's Mike Wolfe. Whether he retools American Pickers for a new generation, pivots to a different market, or leans into his other ventures, he's proven time and again that he can adapt and thrive in a business that's all about rediscovery.